supervisors up here tonight, and we have to close those. And how do we get there? I am not an expert, so I'm not going to try to give you the best I can, because I honestly don't have one. But I know that the board, together with the superintendent, forms a team, and we work together in tandem with the teachers and the ESPs. I believe it's critical that the teachers and the ESPs have a voice and a seat at the table, because when trusted communication is established, it's going to benefit student outcomes in a positive way. And again, we need to be a team, we need to be one community, and we need to focus on making sure that all D128 students are receiving a high quality education from top-notch educators, that they're ready for college or a career after graduation, and they're equipped to contribute positively to our society regardless of their abilities or backgrounds. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Navarro.
All right, work with me, Annika. 1 minute, 22 seconds for the biggest question. I stand for students first. This is why we're here. That is the deliverable of a public school. We need to return to merit, excellence, competency, and academic rigor. I completely concur with Ms. Poland with respect to the need to close the achievement gaps, especially with our 10% IEP students and SPED students. I also believe that we have fallen away from teaching necessary skills. Our surveys report that 90% of students intend to attend college. We need to prepare them to be successful in college, and that includes skills like time management, executive functioning, the ability to take high stakes tests. The real world is not unlimited redos and no zeros. I can tell you that. I'm a litigator. You blow a deadline, it's called malpractice, it's called you lose your case. We need to prepare our students to be informed citizens able to obtain gainful employment. And we need to form a standardized grading system in order to do that. We need to backfill the deficits that remain from the post-pandemic. I note that our 6 daring tenets and our 3 tenets of the strategic vision, none of those 9 things even mention academics or education. That's a problem. This is a public school. Our focus and our primary deliverable is a solid, rigorous education, students first. And the last thing I'll say is a lot of what happened the past 4 years is because we got away from that. We deviated into ideological initiatives that were not student focused.
Appreciate it.
Students first. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. Mr. Dismuke.
I understand I have 3 minutes. I can go on and on. I can speak for 50 minutes. What are the things that we really need to do? And I think when I think about success, and yes, academic rigor is one important thing, where grades and all those things are talked about all the time, that we want to be at the top. For me, education is a little bit more than that, and in fact, way more than that. I am in that education realm, so I understand that. And even though your grades and all those things are critical, they are one of the components that is going to make you a successful college student in the future. So what we really need to do is basically provide basic education, at the same time give you an opportunity to explore your future, what you want to do. For that, you need to have the teachers and the support staff who can channelize those strengths of yours to take you to that next level. Based off of that, you build on your skills around adaptability, problem solving, resilience, and all those aspects. Because I believe to be successful in college and in real world, those are the equally important skills that we tend to ignore. And I see that firsthand. And I'm not talking about just undergraduates. I'm talking about students who are in medicine, students who are in pharmacy, students who are in nursing, and they don't have those skills. So providing those skills in these 4 critical years of your life is extremely important. And collectively, all the stakeholders, that includes the board, the administration, the teachers, the parents, and the community, working to serve you as students to make that outcome possible. So educational excellence, yes. And in addition, for us to be successful, we need to have transparent communication across all the stakeholders. And as Marnie pointed out earlier, fiscal responsibility, because we cannot be successful for our students unless we have all the resources at our disposal to make it a successful outcome.
Thank you. And Ms. Aspen?
Our students have to be at the heart of all of our decisions. Our educators, we need to look to our educators who are experts in the education of our students. They teach, support, and inspire. The board's role is to ensure that they have resources, policies, and environment to do their jobs effectively. The board must uphold fiscal responsibility to serve the broader community with a deep respect for the expertise of our teachers and staff. Strong schools depend on empowered educators, and I will support their efforts and make decisions that benefit students while allowing them to focus on what they do best, helping students thrive. Our district is already a highly successful district. What we need to focus on is fiscal responsibility, giving our educators and Dr. Schaefer the tools they need, and engaging our community and families to raise the high standards of District 128. Thank you.
Thank you. Would any of you who have time left like a second question in the student success category? And just a reminder, after this, we have a 1.5 minute that each of you gets a closing statement.
You're going to ask a question?
Just because we offered a question. Sorry.
Okay, my second question is, how will you ensure that student support reflects the social and emotional needs of all students?
Repeat that again.
How will you ensure that student support reflects the social and emotional needs of all students?
I did allude to that in a way earlier on, but for that to happen, yes, again, it's not about grades and AP classes and honors classes and all these things. It's also ensuring you have that community on campus where you can interact safely with all the students, with the faculty, with the staff, for your emotional needs, because you are in a growing phase of your life where there are a lot of things happening. There is a stress of education, trying to prove yourself to be something, to get into a specific college of your dreams, but at the same time, there are all these other emotional components. And that's the reason why the support staff becomes a very critical element. And me as an educator see it firsthand. We want to provide the teachers and the staff collectively all the resources that are at their disposal, where students can reach out to them, seek the help they need, with the intent of being ready to take on the work. It's 1 minute, I believe.
Thank you. I don't want to step on anybody's toes before we move to the 1.5 minutes. Okay? Then each of you will have a 1.5 minutes. The order is going to be Ms. Navarro, Mr. Flegel, Ms. Poland, Mr. Ramaker, Mr. Austin, and Mr. Dishmuth.
Is this just, there's not a question, it's just a
No,
statement?
it's just anything that we didn't cover during this that you want to in a 1.5 minutes.
All right, tell me when. All right. Thank you all so much for coming this evening. Again, my name is Marnie Navarro. I have been deeply involved for the last year in District 128, well, deeply involved with District 70 and District 28 for a long time, but deeply involved in 128 in the last year and getting Superintendent Herman out. I think that, you know, something that's really important to this community is having who you're electing at this election is going to be your bench, if you will. And you want invested professional parents who are going to be able to bring their professional experience to the table. I am a litigator. I bring legal expertise. I am able to meaningfully evaluate outside legal advice and spend, and that is something, a big problem area and an area of room for improvement in District 128. I am a tenacious advocate for our students and our tax dollars. I have proven to you that I will ask the hard questions and I will insist that they get answered. I will pressure test, I will do the due diligence, I will do the deep dive. I am not a yes man, and you don't want yes men. To quote Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men, you want me on that line and you need me on that line. This community knows me and trusts me. I have been in this community for 40 years. I will be visible, accessible, responsive, and communicative. I want you to know that when you're electing us, you're electing fiduciaries. That means we would owe legal and ethical obligation to act in the best interest of this community, our students and tax dollars, and that means not our personal views, and I have demonstrated that I cannot be bullied. I am a vote for a commitment to
Thank you,
meritocracy,
Mrs. Navarro.
excellence, common
Appreciate
sense,
you.
and academic rigor. Students first. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you. Mr. Fleegle.
I will be more than happy to sell some of my time to Marty. Well, I shared with him before is, I think what we really need to walk away from this forum is to really understand that District 128 is a good, solid school district. Yes, we have our problems, yes, we have our concerns, yes, we have our disagreements, but I have children in, I have a daughter specifically who attends Libertyville High School. I couldn't be happier with the education she's receiving, with the extracurricular activities, with the support, the dialogue, and so forth. So what's most important for me as a parent is that I want this group to know that I really believe District 128 is a good school system. I believe my professional experience over 3 decades in healthcare management and governance, along with my strong background in education, will prove worthy to help move the school district forward and help to overcome some of the obstacles and challenges that we discussed tonight. The one other thing that I'll promise you is authentic leadership. I'm committed to integrity, I'm committed to transparency, and I also believe communication with all stakeholders. Again, students, teachers, parents, community leaders, all of those stakeholders and their voices need to be heard. And so with that in mind, I hope you'll consider my candidacy for District 128. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fleegle. Ms. Poland, you were next.
Right, thank you. I want to touch on the valuable board member experience that D128 needs, and I believe that I can bring. I was elected to the Hawthorne District 73 School Board in 2017 and re-elected in 2021. I've had the privilege of serving in the second most diverse school district in Lake County. Throughout my tenure, I've collaborated with interim superintendents, successfully helped onboard a new superintendent, and helped develop and refine an effective superintendent evaluation tool. I understand board governance and the difference between policy and management decisions. I appreciate and respect the chain of command. I'm grateful to have had the experience of serving on a high-functioning Board of Education that conducts efficient meetings, works as a cohesive team, and makes decisions in the best interest of all students. There's a steep learning curve associated with being a school board member. I possess the skills and expertise to make a meaningful and immediate impact. I'm a pragmatic, independent thinker who values public education and will prioritize the educational needs and safety of all D128 students. I'm eager to serve the D128 district and community during this transformative time. If elected, I am committed to making sure we do what's best for all students. Thank you.
Thank you, very good. Mr. Remiker, you are next.
All right, well, thank you again for the opportunity. I hope I can earn your vote, and we look forward to serving on the board. When the boys were younger, one of whom's an LHS grad, one who's a sophomore at LHS. I really enjoyed working with kids as a soccer and baseball coach, an adult Cub Scout leader, Sunday school teacher. Would love the opportunity to help the kids again. In terms of why I think you should vote for me, I have had great experiences at high-performing companies such as Goldman Sachs, McKinsey, Baxter. I have a finance degree from the University of Illinois, an MBA from Harvard. In all of the roles I've had, I've been accountable for delivering quality results, working with teams, driving consensus, getting to the best answers. I think I can do that here. I would look forward to partnering with the administration, as I said, working outside of the confines of committee meetings and board meetings to offer my guidance, my coaching, my advice, my problem-solving skills, and would very much look forward to doing that, and I think I can do a great job. Thank you.
Thank you. And Ms. Austin, you are up next.
My name is Nina Austin. I'm running for the 2-year term seat. I want to thank the Libertyville Junior Women's League, the D128 Federation of Teachers, Future Leaders in Activism and Government, and the D128 Government students. Isn't it great that the students are participating in this event? It fills me with such hope and great pride. I'm running for school board because I firmly believe every student deserves a quality education. It is very important that schools provide an environment where students can learn, grow, and succeed. I will work to ensure that decisions made prioritize student achievement, supporting our educators, and maintaining the high standards of District 128. I will bring an open mind and measured, thoughtful approach to challenges and opportunities, keeping students at the heart of every decision. I really am honored to be a part of this process. I look forward to serving on the D128 board, and let me finish the way I started. Every student deserves a quality education. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, Mr. Dishman to close us out.
Hey, I do testify. So, I cannot first agree more with we are a great school district. And education is not just about your ELA and math grades, it's happening right now. Whether we agree or not, it's happening right now. And that's what I will call education, and that's the power of education. I believe strong public schools will build strong communities. I'm a parent. I have a freshman coming into this into the VHHS in this fall. I'm an educator, I'm a scientist, and I believe I will bring in educational excellence and commitment to student success. My goals are very straightforward. Every student needs the tools to thrive, and we should be providing that. Every teacher and support staff will have the support to execute the responsibilities they have, and together we can build a district of excellence. We should all believe in our mission, put our students first, daring students first, and I ask you for your vote and support. Together we can make the school better from where we are. And students, 400 of you, 18 plus, you have a strong voice, a strong vote.
Okay. First of all, I'd of course like to thank the candidates for coming here and being I want to thank our students for their active participation. Thank our sponsors who allowed this to happen tonight about the facility. And then of course, thank you, our active citizens who came out here tonight to hear what the people had to say. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you vote in April and tell your neighbors to vote also. Push them out. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. Have a great evening. And also note the time. This is what happens when you have teachers run things.